The other day, PBS reported that there has been an uptick in military seeking outside legal counsel for what they've been being asked to do. So you have people that are doing the stuff in the Caribbean with the little boats. We've seen like 20 videos, and it's just like a little flash of light where they're getting all the drug dealers or whatever, and that have not been arrested, tried, no due process, nothing, just evaporating. And so they've been getting calls with people connected to this going, is this legal? What's not sure what to do here. So they've been talking to them, and they said, and they're feeling pressure to go from like, I don't want to okay, I'll do it. And then they reached out to the DOJ, and the DOJ said, oh, well, they're immune. Don't worry about it. They're just immune. And the guy that was doing this article, he was a lieutenant colonel, I think, and he was just like, that's not really a thing. They don't offer immunity like that, like you are accountable for your actions. So why are they offering them, this immunity? He goes, and I tell anyone, if you just believe that you have a blanket immunity from this administration, you're dumb. Like, that's a mistake. Do not believe that. You don't even know who's offering this, really. You don't know what all it covers. They can just say immunity, but like what specifically? And he's like, and that doesn't mean that states can't, arrest you or sue you or whatever it is. And then once you leave the country, that doesn't mean that you're protected either. So you should be very aware of all of this, and you really should be asking yourself, why are they just straight up offering immunity like that when that is not something that they do? And they also have been saying that they're concerned about the different officer and staff or everything, talking about they feel like maybe they're going to be held responsible for what's going on in Gaza, the genocide there. And they feel like our weapons are going there, you talk about sending people there and all that stuff, and like it feels like we will be a part of the genocide, and that doesn't feel okay. So we said some of this is simply kind of counseling people through it so they can feel okay about the stuff that is legal, and then they have to wrestle with themselves about the other part. But he's like, our job is to make it very clear what it is they can be held responsible for. So I thought that was really interesting that the DOJ felt the need to put out, the immunity thing. When they're all acting like, oh, it's just we're saving everyone from the fentanyl or whatever, all these little drug fishermen. Fentanyl doesn't even come from Venezuela. And I guess they're like thousands, or they're so far from wherever they're saying that they would be to deliver the drugs. I don't know. We don't know what's going on. I hope they aren't just zapping fishermen. That terrifies me. But I do think it's interesting that they're getting this uptick in calls, and it's good to hear because we've hoped that was happening, and it is happening. I just feel bad that for people that have to, get involved with things like that. But I also thought it was interesting that they were worried about our weapons going to Gaza and them feeling like they were part of the genocide and how that could come back on them. But even he says, just even like an emotional thing, like trying to work through things that they're being asked to do. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting, and I didn't feel like it had gotten covered the way that it should have been. So again, just interesting.